Hi, I'm William Bitter, and this is my channel, Money Thoughts.
Money Thoughts.
My mission in starting this channel is to point out and contribute thoughts around money as a crucial building block for how we live our lives. In my early days, I grew up hungry. I grew up on food stamps, and I stole food to get by. I wasn't starving, but I was definitely hungry. I learned how to find things of value in the trash and take advantage of free lunches at public school. I seeked out money-earning opportunities as early as 6 years old when I would collect cans and bottles from people's recycling that they would put out on the curb on certain days of the week. I worked as a dog walker from a young age, and I managed to save $1,000 by the time I was 10 years old. At the age of 11 years old, I was placed into foster care. I won't get too deep into that story as it's a pretty long one, but throughout my teens, I had many jobs, and my curiosity and ambition for growing my wealth was extremely prevalent. For me, this was a way to realize my dreams of traveling Europe, which I did when I turned 18 years old. I've always truly enjoyed the game of living frugally and saving money. I remember first learning that bank accounts paid an interest rate, and I was so ecstatic. I think I was like 12 years old at the time. Of course, I would later learn about the average returns of the stock market, real estate investing, and the insane tax incentives of starting a business. I used the foster care story to my advantage and managed to get a full ride at Hunter College in New York City, and I did my bachelor's and master's in economics. When I finished my master's in economics, I took the money that I had saved from dog walking, internships, and other side gigs, and I traveled the world for 2 years. I climbed mountains, went scuba diving, and followed just about every passion that I ever had and went to all the places that I wanted to go. Pretty much living the dream. The amazing thing is that I barely spent any money on this 2-year-long trip. When I came back to New York City, I knew that I had to amass more wealth to have more future freedoms. So I began networking. I networked for an entire year until I finally got this investment banking job that I really thought I wanted. I found this job to be way too stressful, and honestly, the pay was too little if you take into consideration the amount of hours and taxes that I was paying. So I ended up starting my own dog walking business, Bitter Dog Walkers, which has been an amazing journey. I saved and invested all my earnings from this business into the stock market, and later ended up diversifying into an Airbnb in Colorado, as well as a Tesla that I rent out on Turo. I'm always astonished at how much information there is out there about wealth creation and how much more I still have to learn. Also, it drives me crazy that the school systems, at least the school systems that I went through, don't teach you anything about budgeting or compound interest, which is probably something they should teach you before you take out a bunch of student loans to go to college. And it's insane that they don't teach students about investing or the tax incentives to start your own business. It's almost like they want you to fail or just be a cog in the machine that is capitalism sitting at the bottom. It's just mind-boggling to me. The main reason for me starting this channel is not necessarily to try to tell people how to get rich, but rather how to be happy with less. How to understand and navigate the capitalist system that we're born into, and how to hack the system to create freedom, options, experiences, and ultimately to do what you love and to be happy. I think people are drawn to the understanding of how to amass money in their search for happiness. But I think the key to happiness is having a healthy understanding and habits around money, and to use that as a tool for pursuing your own unique happiness. My money thoughts are always evolving, so enjoy the ride.
Save and invest your money. Stop.